Ladies and gentlemen, this is no longer an intro. Welcome to the Gaming Jaywards. I see the peeps in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Our UK gamer was just right on time, nailed it before the show even went. He made it in time from work. He quit his job to be here. Absolutely clutch move from him. Void out here, ready to be moderator, to take care of the chat, to take care of everyone in the chat, keep everyone safe. You know, we don't want anything to happen to anyone. We want to take care of everyone. No, we don't. No, we don't. We want pain. We want to bring much pain. What's up, LT, as well? Thank you for being here, LT. Somehow, for some reason, he watches a lot of my content, and I was just like on top. He showed me this thing. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely incredible. Pet Brett here thinking that women should be included, and I agree. Okay, they should be included, but they really can't win anything, can they? I mean, can they? I guess we'll have to find out. We will find out soon enough. And if you are here, there's one thing that you absolutely must do in order to participate in watching the stream, and that is to go down and click that like button. And now I see that people are asking to now define a woman, and I would like to just bow out of that conversation because clearly we are not allowed to do that or we become canceled. And the show is brand new. I mean, we're in the first 10 minutes of the show, and I don't think we want to go down the route of canceled yet. That's a little too soon for me. I kind of want to get at least one ep out, you know, okay? And there's going to be like one a year. That's the idea. But yes, thank you all so much for being here. This is a big deal, okay? Because this is the inaugural The Gaming Jaywards event, okay? This award ceremony is the first one. 2024, mark it and remember that you were here. Right? Okay? Set aside that in your little memory. They're like, oh yeah, December 7th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was at the Gaming Jaywards, the first one ever. That's a big deal. But before we get started, I got to make it very clear. There's going to be 13 winners. 13. And in every single category, there's 4 nominees. Now, there are no losers. Well, there's some losers. There's actually some really big losers, as you can see, just by some of the names of the awards. But that aside, there's no losers. To be nominated is a huge, huge victory in itself. You don't have to win. You don't have to win. Thank you. Thank you for letting me pass the test. I appreciate it. Now, here's the rules. Because we're going to hard set the rules here, okay? First rule. There, as I said, 4 nominees. Now, this is not just any award show. We're going to announce who comes in 4th. And we're going to announce who comes in 3rd place. We're not messing around. We want to make sure everyone knows the order of everything. There's no escape like, oh, I didn't win. I must have come in 2nd. No, you're going to know what place you came in, okay? It's very important. There's this whole thing that happened to like the order, okay? And everyone's going to know. It's going to be fantastic. Now, there's another rule. I just really want everyone to know that if you have a phone, if you could please put that on vibrate or silent so you don't disturb anyone here that is watching the show, because we want to respect our neighbors, our people that we're clearly sitting next to, okay? So please, phones on silence and no outside food, okay? Please, no outside food. Please only purchase from the concessions. And if anyone knows, if you are already signed up as a member, a chud, you can go upstairs to the VIP section, okay? Steve will help you. We have hot dogs and hamburgers and all sorts of things. And if you have not become a member yet and signed up to become a chud, I highly suggest it, because it is just, I mean, I can't even describe how great of a feeling it is to go full chud. But there's a second level of Giga Chud. I won't even approach it, okay? I won't even approach it. It is unspeakable greatness, okay? It is unspeakable greatness, and I think it's a good idea. Yes, if you could actually take the hot dogs, if you're up at the top, but now you have to be a chud to do this. Now, I don't know if we have any yet, okay? But you can throw the hot dogs at the losers. It is preferred that you do that, actually. It's an unlimited supply. We spared no expense, even though we spared many expenses. As you will see, we do have a trophy in the house, right here. Here it is right there. This is legitimately a trophy, as you can see, the Gaming Jaywards winner. Now, every single winner is going to get their own personal photograph of this trophy sent to them on X, I think is the way to do it. But everyone will also get a certificate that will be also photographed and sent to them on X so they can print it out if they so choose. Okay, now we weren't going to buy all that stuff. That's just crazy. So I think for the very first warm-up here, we're going to warm up and we're going to do our first award. Yeah, Steve is still employed, although we don't pay him. He's still an intern, not technically employed. But again, we like to pay an experience around here. As everyone knows, we like to make sure that people are paid an experience. That way we don't have to pay them any money. And that way, when we fire them, they can't get unemployment and we have to deal with that as well, right? It's just they're gone. And then they work really hard because the experience is just so important. And in this economy, who really can give up a job, even if it pays or not? I don't think you can. All right. Now, I just want to make it clear, since this is the first awards, right? The first Jaywards, this trophy that I'm about to hand out, this award, is the very first ever Gaming Jaywards trophy ever. This is a moment. Okay, this is a huge moment. And the very first trophy, the very first award that we're going to give out is the Not Dead Yet Award. Now, I really like this category. This is about games that just keep on going, man. The content keeps coming. They aren't cheesy with it. They release great content consistently. And if we would like to know who the nominees are, we will get to know them right now. But here's the thing. The key is good games with lots of content. These are not one pump chump games, okay? We're not talking about David Jaffe in bed, okay? It's not in and out and the game's done. The game, you can keep coming back and there's more and it's different and it's exciting, okay? That's what we're talking about. Let's check out the nominees.
Our nominees for the Not Dead Yet Jayward are Hunt Showdown, 1896. No Man's Sky. Rocket League. Valheim. Not Dead Yet.
Now, as you can see, that is some tough competition. You can see what kind of games we're talking about here. We're picky. We found some great ones, okay? Let's just talk about them real quick. Hunt Showdown 1896. I mean, this is a game that constantly rolls out updates, DLC that's paid, of course, but they just released a brand new map, had a huge update of the game to move over the engine and everything into their 1896 update. For those of you who don't remember it, it was just Hunt Showdown before. Now it's Hunt Showdown 1896. Well, that's because it's almost a new game, but they didn't make a Hunt Showdown 2. Huge shout out to them. No Man's Sky, I mean, come on, we know this game, right? This game released a hot, steaming pile of garbage, but they just kept at it, and now this game is so complete, so different, constantly growing. It's amazing. And they've run out of so much stuff to release that they just released a fishing update. That's crazy. And if you haven't played any of those games, highly suggest maybe check out the winner, or maybe who came in second. That'll give you something to do, something to check out. Rocket League never dies, okay? This game is in its 17th season. That is insane. I knew it was around for a long time. Anyone who played that game in the beginning, and you look at it now, like the base game never changed, but it's constantly got new stuff. That's really cool. I like to see it. And the fact they're in the 17th season and they have ranked matches still that are insane. The esports side of things are crazy. This game never stops, and it does show that studios care because these games don't die. The next one, Valheim. Wow. I mean, this is a game that blew up out of nowhere, and it wasn't even close to done. Now, they just released the Mistlands, which adds a whole new continent, whole new gameplay, and of course, the city building and the community section of it is huge. But with every single award, we must start naming winners. We do indeed. So with that, I would like to go straight to fourth place. Coming in fourth place in the Not Dead Yet category is Rocket League. Now, reminder, they may not have won, okay? They may not have won, but they didn't lose. To be nominated is huge. Third place is going to go to Valheim. Huge step for this game. This is an indie game to come in third place. Big time, okay? Now, what does that leave us with? That leaves us with Hunt Showdown, 1896, and No Man's Sky. Yes, thank you, yes. Wonderful. We have our first envelope that was just handed me by Steve, who's now over here because he's just all over the place. He's just staying super busy because he knows he can get fired if he doesn't. So it is time to find out who the winner is. Hunt Showdown 1896 is going to take home the very first, the Gaming Jaywards trophy for the Not Dead Yet award. Congratulations, Hunt Showdown 1896. Well deserved. Just keep it going. Keep winning. Absolutely incredible. Good job, Hunt Showdown. A fantastic game. And if you haven't tried it out, definitely check it out. Of course, check out all the nominees. All fantastic. Fantastic. We see that in the chat right now. Lots of support right now. Lots of support, as there should be. Just absolutely incredible. Incredible. Now, that's not the end. The show's not over. The show's not over at all. Boyd, please don't ban yourself. We need you to run the chat. It's very important that you run the chat to the best of your ability, okay? To the best of your ability. It looks like Steve put this up way too high. I can't believe he still works here. It's just ridiculous. There we go. Way too high. You couldn't see my tie. I mean, my tie is so nice, too. It's really so nice. You had No Man's Sky. Well, I mean, people do, but, you know, the big update really pushed it to the top. To release a huge update like that and not release a Hunt Showdown 2 speaks volumes, I think. Let me tell you, second place, No Man's Sky, not a slouch, not a slouch. Definitely fantastic game. But that reminds me, chill the fuck out, okay? I'm not telling you to chill out. I'm sorry that I came across that way. That's the name of the next Jayward, okay? The Chill the Fuck Out Jayward is an incredible one. I like this one too. This is all about games that you get in, like this is chill, but as soon as you take your foot off the gas, you look away, you do something and keep it running, the shit's gonna start hitting the fan. I mean, you're gonna get back there, you're trying to chill out, but then like, I'm just trying to chill the fuck out. But you can't just chill the F out, bro. Something bad's gonna happen. Okay? So the next thing you know is your whole game, it's just crashing, just like David Jaffe. No one wants to crash like David Jaffe in their game. You want to keep that stuff pumping. Okay? Now, let's see the nominees for the Chill the Fuck Out Award.
Our nominees for the Chill the Fuck Out Jayward are Against the Storm, Farming Simulator 25, Frostpunk 2, Star Trucker, The Chill the Fuck Out,
this is another group of games that if you haven't tried them out, I highly suggest you go check out these games. They are great. You're gonna be like, oh, this is so chill. And you'll be like, what the hell is some work here to be done? I have to work. Like in Against the Storm, it's a little rogue city builder. You're like, oh, I'm building all these cool little houses and I'm making this little city. And, you know, I got these little beavers running around. Oh, I got these frog guys I unlocked. And then the next thing you know is the storms come in and you're like, oh my God. And now people are dying and you're trying to save them. And then like the big storm comes and wipes out everything and you reset back and you're like, what the hell? What the hell just happened? It's crazy. Farm Simulator 25? It's just farming. It's easy. I'm gonna mow the lawn if I want to. I can go harvest some crops and ding. Oh, there's alarms go. What's this? Oh, my pigs are starving. Oh my God, the food's going bad in the silo. I'm hemorrhaging money. My wife in the game wants to leave and it just goes to shit real quick. It's jaffing out. Okay, and you don't want that to happen either. It's really bad. Frostpunk 2, also on the list. I think we've all heard of Frostpunk. The second one came out. Looks great. Snow, calm, freezing, dying. Everyone's pissed at you. They're like, get rid of this guy. He sucks. No one in charge can do anything. There's people killing each other. They're asking if they should put child labor in, and you're like, okay, do the child labor thing, and then people are happy, people are mad, then they're eating it. They're eating each other. You're trying to send out expeditions, and they're not coming back. Oh my goodness, ridiculous. And Star Trucker. Oh, it's just a trucker. It's just trucking in space. It's just nice, and you're going along with your nice truck, and oh, what's happening? I'm losing O2. Oh, I've got to go change the battery. Okay, I've taken my eyes off the seat, but we're still moving. I hit space dust. Now we're hemorrhaging O2 into space. Oh no, now the gravity system's broken and now you're dead. That game, I definitely didn't have to restart that one. I definitely didn't have to restart that one at all. I definitely did. I definitely had to restart that game because it was bad. Now let's get into the winners. But first, the losers, right? Even though there are no losers, we have to rank them. That's what we do. I don't know where it is, Void. I don't know. There's only 4 nominees, and people were eliminated, and games were eliminated. In 4th place comes Farming Simulator 25. The pigs are just too cute. It didn't get that too crazy, but it's a good chill game, but it can get a little nuts. Okay? 3rd place is Frostpunk 2. That's right. Frostpunk 2 comes in 3rd. That leaves us with Against the Storm and Star Trucker. One of these games is going to go home with the 2nd ever Jayward. Okay? This gaming Jayward is going to be handed out to one of these incredible, thank you, awesome. It has been delivered to me. The Chill the F Out envelope is in my hand. In my hand is a winner. If I never open it, we'll never know. We'll never know. Maybe I'll just stand here for a minute. Hold on, they started the drum roll. Okay, I'll open it. And the winner is Against the Storm, a fantastic game. Everyone should check it out. Absolutely phenomenal rogue city builder, and you will love it. Trust me, you will love it. Obviously, you will. It's just so good. Remember, again, these are the gaming Jaywards. There was no it was a tough one. It was a tough one now. Against the Storms are really, really, really good. And if you have Game Pass, check it out. But all those games are so good. They're so good. You'll love them. Frostpunk 2 also on Game Pass. Star Trucker on Game Pass as well, I think. The only one that I think that's not on Game Pass is Farming Simulator 25, but I could be wrong about that as well. It's worth checking. Turn off the music! The band just wants to keep playing. We have another award. There's several. We can't spend all day here. Can we? Can we? Maybe we can. We can try. If anyone wants to spend all day, we can try. The next award, the third ever Jayward, okay, is going to be the what the fuck were they thinking Jayward. Because really, this is all about horrible, horrible decisions by devs and publishers. Just terrible. These are literally things, it's like they made these decisions just so we could clown on them, right? I guess maybe next year, it has been suggested to change this out for a lolcow award. Now, I do believe there's someone already in the running for one of these. We could do that. We just need a few more lolcows. So it's possible, or we could just add it. We'll see. But yes, this is the what the fuck were they thinking award. And you know what? The only thing we can really do right now is see who are even the nominees here. Because you may be onto something.
Our nominees for the What the Fuck Were They Thinking Jayward are 2B Looks Trans, Rainbow Six Siege, Hiring Sweet Baby Inc., I'm Non-Binary, Tash in Dragon Age the Veilguard.
So, I'm non-binary.
K-Vess's Face, what the fuck were they thinking?
So I do see some calls out there from the crowd about Concord. So with this one, again, it's a what the F were you thinking situation. Bad design decisions. Yes, Concord fits that, but that's more of an overall insane. These are like things in games, okay? Like horrible, horrible decisions. Don't worry, Concord is still a nominee in other categories. You don't have to worry about that. We'll be talking about Concord. I understand people wanting, yes, Concord can't win everything. Oh, it could, but not everything. There is good stuff here too. Of course, we've already seen those, but let's talk about this real quick. 2B Looks Trans. I mean, what the fuck? Is there anything that you don't fuck up right now, Ubisoft? Is there anything? Can you do anything at all? I mean, you're delaying freaking Shadows because you decided to talk or have like someone oversee Shadows that lied about a book they wrote that they used their own Wikipedia page to reference. I mean, that game is pretty much built on a lie while they're telling us that, oh, we take such little details. We're so into that. Meanwhile, everything's wrong and all these people from Japan are just angry. Well, good job. Good job. And X-Defiant shutting down as well. That was just announced. Is there anything Ubisoft can do? Let's talk about Star Wars Outlaws, Ubisoft. That was a really good job, too. In fact, I believe K-Vess is in here as well. Yeah, really good job. Ubi's all over this thing. It's all over this. And of course, next is Hiring Sweet Baby Inc. What are you people thinking? You don't need to pay useless companies anything, especially ones that are only going to hurt how anyone thinks about you ever. The fact that Sweet Baby had to go, excuse me, they're giving me indigestion just saying the name. The fact that Sweet Baby Inc. had to go and scrub their website of the people who they work with just tells you everything that you need to know about Sweet Baby Inc. Why are you hiring them? What are you doing? I'm non-binary, okay? That whole thing with Tash, they actually found a way to ruin the game from every single angle in Dragon Age the Veilguard, and that, I'm non-binary at the table, was their crowning achievement. Absolutely horrendous job. What the fuck were you thinking? K-Vess's face. K-Vess's face. They took this beautiful actress, they put her up in the top of a tree, and they pushed her off, and she hit every branch on their way down, and it was an ugly tree. It's just like wham, blam, boom, blam, 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 all the way down. Like, why did you do this to her? She deserves better than that. Come on. Just unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. So let's talk about fourth place real quick. We have to put these people in order. We must slot them. Everyone must be slotted. In fourth place, 2B Looks Trans and Rainbow Six Siege. Ubisoft, you slid into fourth. Congratulations on that, I guess. But third place, K-Vess's Face. Just every branch. I don't understand what they were doing. But this leaves us with two big ones. And this might be one of the closest in the entire award show. This decision, I hear that the board of directors had to go over and hash out for a while to figure out the winner. We have Sweet Baby Inc. and Hiring Them at All, and the I'm Non-Binary from Tosh. Trash? I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate it. What? Oh yeah, you look good too. Thanks. Yes, so in my hand is the what the fuck were they thinking envelope. Right here. The winner's in here. Really? Is this a winner? Or is this a loser, folks? Is this the number one loser in this? I think this is where we're talking about winners and losers. I think it's time to see what's in here. It makes sense. It makes sense. Huge news for months. Again and again, we heard about it. Hiring Sweet Baby Inc. What the fuck were you thinking? All you stupid companies, you idiots, you fools. Hiring Sweet Baby Inc. How dumb can you be? I don't understand. I don't understand how anyone can hire them. They're useless. They're so dumb. Last year, around this time, a game released called Shadow Gambit and the Cursed Crew. The company that released the game closed their doors before the game released. And they still released it! Sweet Baby killing people left and right! What are you doing? Don't hire them! They're useless! They're more than useless! They're dangerous! They'll destroy you! Oh my god! I think a lot of people knew that one. There was some questions though, but I mean, they were all very good. Very close. It was a very, very close race. Not that that's good. That means there was a lot of bad. That was a lot of bad. That was bad. Terrible. Horrendous. Now, this one's self-explanatory. The most satisfying finisher. The most satisfying finisher in games. And again, before we get to this, I want to remind everyone who's here, please like the stream. Definitely big to push us out in that algorithm. We want people to see the show live. And of course, when it goes into the recording, they can check it out there. Of course. Now, most satisfying finisher. These are finishers that basically make you go, hell yes! I did that, kind of like Moana, when she finally pulled out like that one little arrow and Maui did all the work. Other than that, but you want to feel like that, like you really did something. Okay? So, I mean, there's not much to really talk about. Let's just check out the nominees, shall we?
Our nominees for the most satisfying finisher Jayward are Eve versus Abaddon, Stellar Blade. Good Point, Black Ops 6.
Traders pay the highest price.
Tash getting her skull caved in. Dragon Age the Veilguard. Titus vs. Neurothrope. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Most satisfying finisher.
Some truly incredible finishers there. Like I've pulled off a few of those myself in real life to a pillow or something, but not like it. Like yeah, straight up. Let's talk about it real quick, okay? Let's talk about who came in fourth place. I think it's pretty simple. There were some great finishers there, but there's a clear fourth place, and that has to go to Good Point and Black Ops 6. It was good. It's quick. I think the best part about it is the fact that you're doing this to another person who's just not paying attention, getting behind him and slice him up. The cool thing about Good Point is there's actually 3 ways to pull off that finisher depending in what position, standing, if they're kneeling or prone. They look different, which is pretty cool. 3rd place. And really, it was great to see. But you didn't actually get to do it. And I think just saying that tells everyone exactly which one that is. We're talking about Tash getting her skull caved in by a sledgehammer or a warhammer or whatever the hell that thing is. That was amazing to see. It was also actually kind of hard to pull off because you had to do certain things to get Tash to die. And she died in different ways. So that one was the best one. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Now we have the winner in my hand. We have the winner in my hand. This is the correct envelope. It is indeed. Now, I feel like we should drag it out a little bit. Should we drag this one? No? Just go right into it? Okay. Straight up. I'm going to drag it out. How about that? Oh, they're drum rolling me again. They're really pushy. The van is paid by the hour. I can't believe they're this pushy. So, again, this leaves us with Eve versus Abaddon and Titus versus Neurothrope. One of these is the winner. This is the right choice. Both fantastic, but one's a guy. Okay, Titus versus Neurothrope is the winner. Absolutely fantastic finisher. It's so good. Eve, you look great doing it. It's a great finisher, but I mean, it has to go to Titus. The Chud choice, 100% so good. There's actually so many great finishers in that game as well. Definitely, if you haven't played Space Marine 2, phenomenal game. Check it out. Check it out. What's next? I don't even know what's next. What's next? Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. This one's great. It's so seen, so demure. Not that we haven't heard those things enough this year. And ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor. If you haven't already, go share the stream out into the Ethos X. If you're on some Discords, people might like it. Just let people know. That would be amazing. Or you could even retweet. My last tweet is JayViper TV on X. That would be incredible. So seen, so demure. The opposite of brave and strong. It is. So really what this category is all about is these games were designed by DEI. Just created, lived in, born from DEI. It's like Bane has nothing on this. He was formed in the dark. Nothing on these games. These games live and breathe it. It's just what they are. What else do these games all have in common? They're all commercial failures. What? How? How could that be? The modern audience buys these things, don't they? No, they don't exist. They don't exist, so no. No, they don't. So you know what I want to do right now? I want to see these miserable little bastards and the nominees. Let's see who they are.
Our nominees for the So Seen, So Demure Jayward are Dragon Age, The Veilguard.
To be honest with myself, it was a relief to figure out I was trans.
Dustborn. Tales of Kenzera Zhao. Chia. So Seen, So Demure.
Yeah, so I was telling her then, like he said, like if I just like shoved it in and out, in and out, in and out, like she would like it a lot more. Huh? No, it's not a lie. It's true. Yeah. Huh? Oh, live. Oh shit, that was quick. Hi. Yeah. Yes. So that is So Seen, So Demure. Let's talk about it in alphabetical order. Okay, the first one. No. They didn't hear that. It was just yeah. Okay. The first one, of course, was Dragon Age: The Veilguard. We're talking about We're talking about alphabetical order. We'll always address things alphabetical. We're not giving away winners here. So Dragon Age the Veilguard was so full of DEI, so created with it, that they tried to hide it in the beginning. Remember this? They actually tried to hide it and not show us like anything in the actual game, the cutscenes, etc. So the only way people found out was from leaks when people were like, oh my God. Like, the top surgery scars were just the beginning, like we said. It's so bad. Everything we saw, we're like, oh my God, Barves and like the non-binary and it's like the trans stuff. Like, oh my, it's all in the game. Like, Corin Bush, what are you doing? Self-inserting all through the game, man. Holy shit, that game was a disaster. Dustborn. This game was so full of progressive garbage that we thought the screenshots after release that we saw, they were getting posted on X, and people who defended the game, who didn't buy it, of course, were like, those aren't real. This is photoshopped. And we were like, this must be photoshopped. Don't share this. But then it was not. Like the canceled, the bully, like the abilities were like, this can't be real. And of course, all the defenders were like, that's not real. That's fake. This is photo. No, it was all in the game. All of it. It was all real. It was all real. It was basically a parody of itself in a way. It was so bad. I can't believe that game exists to this day. And of course, Tales of Kinzera. Overall, a pretty decent game itself in the gameplay. But the way it was presented was so smash full of DEI. Like, Abukar Salim, the way he presented it and the way he talked about it, it was just like, wow. And then he lied about the sales, saying how great they were. Next thing you know, as there were layoffs all over the place. But now Abukar Salim might be based. Interesting. Maybe true. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Chia. That's those little two girls that you saw there kissing. This is a Zelda clone, basically, with lesbian preteen lesbians, okay? The little girls, they're like 10 to 12. And all of a sudden, they were just lesbians. It was like, whoa, what the hell just happened? What just happened? And of course, it was made by a bunch of white guys about a black culture. Of course. A bunch of white guys. They just shoving their own weird shit in there. So that's the situation. Let's talk about placement. Let's see who comes in fourth here, shall we? And again, I would like to say, if you haven't already become a member, to become a Chud or a Giga Chud, now is your time. Now is your chance. And of course, we will be reading Super Chats soon if anyone wants to throw any of those in as well. But you don't have to. Don't feel pressured. Do it. Just kidding. We do have to pay for all of this. It's insane. We spent thousands and thousands. Fourth place. Tales of Kinzera. Again, overall a good game. Pretty much the way that they presented it was the problem. And then there was a whole thing that came from it well after that was, well, it was quite entertaining. We won't talk about that. In third place, though, is Chia. I think that's a good place for that, don't you? Because there's some heavy hitters that are next in the So Seen, So Demure category. And we're talking about Dragon Age the Veilguard and Dustborn. I mean, both of these games, one, a AAA, been waiting 10 years for it situation where they just said, nah, fuck that old stuff. We're going to do our own thing. And then, of course, Dustborn, where no one cared, really. The only reason that it got the traction it did was because people were like, I can't believe someone made a game like that. I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for someone to bring Steve. Hold on, he's on TikTok. Steve. The So Seen, So Demure envelope, man. Wake up. We're not even halfway through the show and you're just, thank you. Give it. I swear to God, I will. I need you for this show, but I don't need you after this. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, those two games right there were, I can't believe they were made. Dustborn was insane that it was made that way. And Dragon Age, wow. Let's see who wins, shall we? Let's see who the winner is. Let's check it out. the winner of the So Seen So Demure, Jayward. They're gonna get this sent to them on X, so I'm gonna do it. Has to be. It has to be. Dragon Age the Veilguard. It has to be. That was crazy. What are you doing? The hell are you doing? Putting Corin Bush there, and then, of course, she created Sims 4 and Dragon Age, you idiots. You fools. You fools. Oh my goodness. Insane. Well deserved. Well deserved there, Dragon Age. Good job. Good job. Really great. Good job. Way to spend, who knows, like 180, $200 million. What a fantastic job. You sold so many games. You still haven't made the $1 million freaking, or the 1 million copies announcement. Wow. Wow. Ridiculous. Okay. Now, we just talked about So Seen, So Demure. But let's talk about something good, something great, something amazing, something that we did. Something that we did. Okay? Let's talk about the biggest win by gamers. That's us. That's people here today. That's not those people making the games, obviously. Clearly, they don't play the games. And it's sure not the modern audience who doesn't fucking buy them. Okay? We're talking about us. What did we do? What did we do? So this is, the odds are stacked against us as the gamers because we're just the vocal minority, right? It's stacked against us, but we came through to win the day. These were all incredibly impressive things that we did, us. And don't forget to vote in the poll and like the stream, please. I see you doing it. It's just a reminder, you're doing an amazing job. The audience today, the audience is doing such a good job. Now, let's check out the nominees for the biggest win by gamers because I love us. I love us. Let's do it.
Our nominees for the biggest win by gamers Jayward are Killing Concord in 2 weeks, Palworld hits number 2 all-time online, player count on Steam. Review bombing Helldivers 2. Sweet Baby Inc. detected, DEI detected, Cabrutus. The biggest win by gamers Jayward.
Wow. I mean, we're talking about, look at those wins. Those are 4 huge wins by us. I think it's incredible. Let's just talk about them real quick. We killed Concord in 2 weeks, folks. They were talking about $400 million flushed down the toilet by Sony. Really amazing decisions made by Sony. Of course, people were wanting Concord in the What the Fuck Were They Thinking award earlier. But, you know, for that, it doesn't go in there, of course. But so fast. It was like 10 days they announced it was shutting down. In 2 weeks, it was dead. Absolutely insane. They gaslit us. They gaslit us telling how great it was selling. There's people trying to show us like screenshots of it on the PlayStation Store and being, oh, it's number 5 or 6. It's going to be doing good. It's doing so good. You guys are all dumb. It's dead. It died in 2 weeks. They did the same thing with Veilguard. Look at. Oh, it got up to number 1. Yeah. After Black Ops dropped off, and so did freaking, what was the other one? Life is Strange, which, by the way, just fired a bunch of people. So, yeah, good job there on passing that terrible game. There's also, of course, Palworld. Getting Palworld to number 2 all-time on Steam. This thing hit like 2-something million concurrent. Okay, what an insane thing. Insane numbers for a new IP. Really something that was under the radar for a while, and then people were like, hey, this is fun. And they bumped it up, and it was just fun, period. It's just fun, and people played it. Imagine a fun game, and people played the hell out of it. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy to think that. Oh my God. Another one, Helldivers 2. I mean, the fact that we made Sony change their business tactic and unlink freaking like the connection, like unlink their link to PlayStation, PSN. I still can't believe that happened. remember how bombed Helldivers 2 got on Steam? People freaking absolutely trashed that game. They took their positive, their thumbs up, turned to a thumbs down. That thing went from like it was like a 90 something down into like the 50s of like overall percentage approval. Insane. And so Sony in a weekend were like, we're changing it. That was crazy. No one thought Sony was going to bend the knee. No one thought it was going to bend, and they did. And of course, the other one, Sweet Baby Ink Detected, also known as DEI Detected, created by Cabrutus. That thing, remember, they tried to delete Cabrutus's Steam account. There was this whole thing that happened. This moment, still, remember, kicked off Gamergate 2.0. This is what started the whole thing. And that thing still almost has 500,000 people that are sub to him as a curator on Steam, and people make purchasing decisions and spread the word about don't buy this game or buy this game using DEI Detected. That is an incredible feat by gamers, and the fact that people were like, we need to delete it, but it broke no rules. It broke no rules, and it will stay. Okay. I think that's a big deal. What's with the POW? You don't know who that is? Oh my goodness. Poll. What's with the poll? I know they're not, Patriot. That's the joke. That's the joke. They're always called grifters. That's the joke. They're always called grifters. They're not. We know that. But the joke is that they're grift, right? That's the joke. Remember, this isn't a word show, but we memeing. We memeing over here. We memeing. Okay, let's call this out. Let's call in 4th place here in the biggest win for gamers. Getting Power World to number 2 on Steam was huge. That was amazing, but 4th place goes to Power World. Good job, great game, lots of fun. Absolutely insane. It didn't really hold as far as like keeping people. It did for a while, but it's great game still. Review bombing Helldivers 2 comes in 3rd place. The fact that Sony bent the knee is still an incredible feat. No gamer should be upset about. So congratulations to gamers for coming in 3rd place. Now, that leaves Killing Concord and Sweet Baby Ink Detected. Remember, we deleted a game off the internet in 14 days. And the other one set Gamergate 2.0 into motion. Thank you. I have the winner in my hand for the biggest win. And remember, every single winner will get a personalized photograph of the Gaming Jayward trophy. And absolutely stunning. Look at it. Look at it in all its glory. Can you see it? Make sure you gotta get that in HD. Turn on your 1080p if you're not in it right now. I'm gonna hold it right here. You can take a good look. Right? And I'll smile too. Okay, you can take a photo. There we go. Like that. Okay, you got it? Aaron? I like a different angle? Okay, good. Yes? Right. Okay, I'm done now. No, I'm not going to stand there all day. Stop it. Okay. All right. Biggest win by gamers is in my hand. This is exciting. This is the last award before we hit our super chat break. If anyone would like to get their super chats in or become a member, become a chud or giga chud before we hit it, now's your chance to be in the very first super chat break ever on a Jaywards. For real. This is the first one ever. Remember, this is the inaugural of the Jaywards. This is your chance. You can don't feel shy to put in multiple of these. Remember, we're paying for an incredible amount of things. Incredible. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for can you guys drum? Yeah, I know I'm talking about it. Oh, never ready for this. Or we're gonna open it up. And the winner of the biggest win for gamers. This makes sense. This one, we're gonna send this Sweet Baby Ink Detected, DEI Detected Cabrutus. Well deserved, man. You basically kicked off Gamergate 2, and we're still going. We're making changes. You started this whole thing. Great job, and congratulations to Cabrutus. You absolutely deserve it. And I mean, you started everything. Absolutely huge thanks to you. It was big. I mean, and then they came for you and tried to delete your whole Steam account. Absolutely ridiculous. And we got your back, man. And thank you again so much, and congratulations on winning the Gaming Jayward 4. Biggest win for gamers 2024. Bigot Army for the win. They absolutely were there. There were so many people that were a part of this, but the fact that he kicked it off, and really he could have lost all this stuff because they were trying to do it, and you know what? He didn't. The very next category for the Gaming Jaywards. Again, this is the trophy. It's pretty nice, right? They're going to get a personalized photograph of that. Not of me, though. No. They don't get a picture of me. Maybe some. Depends who it is. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about the most wanted. This one's so... I mean, come on. The most wanted games. Which game do you want most out of these? Now, it's interesting because this falls into December, right? This is basically a November to December category. One of these games recently released. But which one? Well, in order to know that, we have to see who the nominees are, so let's get to them.
Our nominees for the most wanted Jayward are Delta Force, Grand Theft Auto 6, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds. Most wanted.
I saw that, Patriot. You called me a tease, I know. I am a little bit of a tease, it's true. Now, really, let's talk about these real quick. Delta Force, this actually just released on the 4th. Really cool game, free game if anyone hasn't tried it out. It has like a conquest mode like Battlefield, but also like an extraction mode like in Tarkov. It's actually, the net coding on this game, I will have to say, fantastic, phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. But it did just release. It's not coming now. Okay? We also have, oh my goodness. We also have Grand Theft Auto 6. Do we have to say more? I mean, we're talking about some DEI issues in this game, but let's get real. This game's going to sell like 10 to 15 million freaking copies in like the first 2 weeks. Can we all agree? It doesn't matter. It's a Grand Theft Auto. Hopefully it's not a disaster, but I don't think it's going. It's Grand Theft Auto. It's going to sell so many copies. There's nothing. And I don't think the DEI is going to be that bad. It's going to be here and there. I hope. I really hope it's not a mess. Then, of course, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which actually just pulled up the release date a week into the beginning of February. That is going to be an absolutely fantastic game, I think. And then, of course, Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, what do we have to say about that? This is going to be so big, huge in China, massive. I mean, in the States, it'll be big, but China, I mean, please. The Asian countries are going to buy this game. It's going to blow things out of the water. The beta was huge for this game. Yeah, I think that's going to be, yeah, I agree. I agree, you guys. I agree it's going to be epic. Now, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the winners and the losers here. This is tough. This is tough competition. So in 4th place, I think this is a fair 4th place. It's already released. It's Delta Force. Really good. I do highly suggest everyone go and check it out. It is out. It just came out. It had to release when the nominees were created, and it releases in December. Anyone released a game in December is also available to win an award next year. So we have to include them in this category. I think that's only fair. In 3rd place, going to be a huge game. I'm getting it 100%. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes in 3rd. But the only reason it does this is because the other 2 games, Grand Theft Auto 6 and Monster Hunter Wilds, are so enormous. that, I mean, they're huge. Most wanted. I mean, come on, it's huge. Give it to me. I want. Yes, thank you. But I agree. The Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be so good. Now I have the winner in my hand. Look at this. The most wanted winner is right here. Who is it? We're going to find out. It's going to be so good. Let's open it. Grand Theft Auto 6. A well-deserved win. We'll send them a photograph just like this. There we go. We'll just pretend it's on the bottom there. There we go. We'll back it up. Just like that. Okay, there you go, GTA. Put that on your wall. It's your first award. Congratulations. It's the Most Wanted Jayward 2024. Congratulations. It's going to be a good one. I hope it's not infected. Please don't be infected by SBI, please. Oh my goodness, please be good. Please be good. Don't be whack. I really hope it won't be. I think it'll be okay. I don't know. It's really, who knows? You seen the people work on it? Woo! It's questionable. But I think it's going to be a good game. And I really like the layout of like all the towns and cities and stuff. Like how they're basically a circle around the big open area. Whereas in GTA 5, like the big city was in the bottom and the big open area is on the top and like no one went there. Now people will be crossing over. I think that's a good design. I always thought that that's what they should do. In the next category, this one's kind of fun. This is a fun category. We're talking about it came out of nowhere. These are games that no one was expecting to be big. A lot of people didn't even know they were coming out. Some people didn't even know that these games released, but these games just grew and grew and grew, and boom, they were huge. Yeah, little hype, games exploded. Let's see who the nominees are for It Came Out of Nowhere.
Our nominees for the It Came Out of Nowhere Jayward are Banana, Helldivers 2, Once Human, Power World, It Came Out of Nowhere.
These games, like, I mean, come on, folks. One of these games is called Banana, and it's just a clicker. You literally just click on the banana, and you click on the banana, and you just keep clicking. You just keep clicking on the banana. That's all you do. You click, and click. That's the game. It has so many people playing it still to this day. It's insane. You know, it had 917,000 people playing it. 917,000 players playing at peak. And then 109,000 playing it just the other day. Why? But hey, you can't hate on it. This game's always near the top. Unbelievable. Helldivers 2. People knew it was coming, but it was very niche. Even the developers were blown away. They were thinking, "Oh, we would do a good job if we got 35,000 people." 458,000 peak players for a bug killing game with absolutely phenomenal effects, though. I mean, that game, honestly, you get in, it's like, wow, you can see why it was so good, and you get to play with your friends. I mean, it was a good time. But, yeah, blew people away. I mean, this game, they just kept talking about it. People just kept talking about it, and then people just kept buying it. I mean, yeah, good luck. Once Human, 231,000 people played this game. This is a big one. No one knew about this. It's just an open world survival, right? 50,000 people are still playing it. That is an amazing number. And they're holding on to people. That is really impressive. And then, of course, we got Power World. We're talking 2.1 million people played this peak on opening weekend. It is the Pokemon game that everyone wanted, minus the Pokemon slave labor, which was a little questionable of a choice, but fun. It turned out pretty fun. We all liked it. I think a lot of people still play it to this day. In fact, I think Patriot was saying that he's playing it right now during the Jaywards. So, yeah. But it definitely pissed on and pissed off Nintendo because they are taking legal action. Ooh, yeah, that's something too. Banana has 95,000 right now. Yeah, it just had 109 like the other day when I looked. Insane. That's crazy. Again, you just click the banana. You just click that's the game. You click it. You click nothing, and the number goes up. The gameplay was there in the nominee video. That was the gameplay. That was it. That was it. All right. In the It Came Out of Nowhere category, coming in 4th place and not earning this. They can look at it, but they're not going to get a picture. Not earning this. 4th place, Once Human. Great game. Fantastic. Fantastic game. But 4th place nonetheless. Still, again, an honor to be nominated, right? An honor. 3rd place, Helldivers 2. Yes, that's right. Helldivers 2 blew up. People talked and talked and talked about it. It was so big. But then, the one thing that hurt this in this category, I think, is what PlayStation did with it and just pissed everyone off when they were like, oh, we're going to turn on this whole account linking thing that no one wanted. Yeah, great job. Really nice job hurting your game. But the game is great. And I do suggest people check it out. But yes. Thank you. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Oh, this is good. Out of nowhere, too, huh? It came out of nowhere, this? Yeah, this just came out of nowhere again. Yeah, we'll pull the winner, I think. The out of nowhere winner is going to be between Banana and Pal World, right? And it is going to be... What's everyone think it's going to be? In the chat? What do we think? I haven't looked yet. I don't even know. It's it. Look, I can't see it. I can't see it yet. I haven't pulled it up. We're thinking Power World. Oh, what? It's Power World. 2.1 million players peak for a game no one knew about from a company that doesn't even know what they're doing making games. And clearly they had a little help, but we're not going to blame them for that. It is well-deserved, fantastic game. People still play it. It is so fun. Great job, Power World, for coming out of nowhere and winning in the first inaugural The Gaming Jaywards. This one's for you, Power World. Great job. You deserve it. Fantastic. I know people were a little worried. They thought Banana would get it. But you know what? Banana could have. If Power World didn't exist, just think about it like that. Think about that, Banana. You could have had an award if Power World didn't get released. I mean, the fact that is just a clicker. It is. I still can't believe it. I can't believe this game exists. Like it's a clicker. But you know what? Hey, I can't make people like the games I want them to like. And you know what? The Banana is well drawn. I will say that. It is well drawn. It is well drawn. Now, that last category was very positive. Very, very positive, don't you think? Toxically positive. Let's stop the toxic positivity, okay? We don't want toxic positivity here. We don't do this. I have played 0 Banana, by the way. I see the question being asked. 0. I know. I've watched hours and hours of gameplay on Twitch. It's so invigorating, though. So invigorating. But toxic positivity aside, talking nice about a clicker, not doing it anymore. We're going to get into toxic. Okay? Toxicity. In the next category, we're talking about games that were DEI'd to death. Okay? We're talking about DEI was a direct result, and these horrible, utter failures, embarrassments to gaming. What are you doing? Like you go in and you're like, I'm trying to get it out. I can't say it. Why do you exist? Why do people do this? Why are there developers that are like, yeah, let's put this in the game with their freaking nose rings dangling? It doesn't make any sense at all. What are you doing? So in the DEI death category, let's see who the nominees are, shall we?
Our nominees for the DEI'd to Death Jayward are Concord,
You could say that.
No scrappers.
Is there a problem?
This is high-class establishment. Your type are welcome here.
Hey, watch it.
Dragon Age, the Veil Guard.
I shouldn't have been. So, now that you're back, I was thinking, well...
Dust.
You know anything?
You are racist.
Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Almost. But you always gotta end on your best joke.
DEI'd to Death.
Shout out to our voice actress there, okay? The ending, the DEI'd to Death. Like, yes, this is how we all feel. We all feel this way. So thank you for projecting that. Because, yes, it hurts. It hurts deep. But we have to talk about the nominees. I know. We don't want to. We want them to go away. And you know what? After this award show, they just might. Because I don't think they're even mentioned anywhere else for anything worthwhile. Let's talk about Concord. This game is so bad that it died again in 2 weeks. We killed it. Okay, we murdered it. Dead. But not only that, but the whole freaking studio shut down. The studio's dead. It's gone. Got wiped off the face of the earth. Oh my goodness. One of my greatest videos this year, over 100,000 views, was about Concord and about the developer who was like just being a dumb idiot, saying how hard they worked on it. We don't care you worked hard. The game is stupid. What are you doing? You worked hard for no reason. You basically spin your wheels in the mud. Knock it off. Veilguard, an eyesore, yo. What were they thinking? Could be the last Dragon Age because of this, and it was so bad that it could kill Mass Effect. There's a chance that game will bankrupt BioWare in such a way where EA says, we're not dealing with this entire group. We're getting rid of BioWare. It could happen. They could shut the whole damn thing down. Thanks, Dragon Age. Thank you. Although, let's be honest, Mass Effect, the next one, it might just be Dragon Age. We'll see, even though it's different director, but who trusts anyone right now? Now, Dustborn. Dustborn had 83 people playing it. Peak all time. 83. This game, again, made by a little group of people, but for some reason, the modern audience tried to say how great this game was. I mean, wasn't this given a 7 or an 8 in IGN? Just what are you doing? And of course, none of these idiots saying it was great bought it. Of course they didn't. Why would they? Because the game's trash. It looks so stupid. Who wants to play a game like this? And then Suicide Squad, huge IP, big giant movies, and everyone loves Harley Quinn until she looks like this. Until the game looks like this. And the gameplay, everything, nothing good. Girl boss shit here and there. We're talking about 13,000 people peak on Steam on Suicide Squad. That is horrible. It is atrocious. How is that possible? It is. It's impossible. It's possible in this day and age, I guess. It shouldn't be, but it is. My friends, the game did so bad, it just went on sale for $3. $3. You can go get it for $3 on Steam. What the? So that's where we are with that. And the DEI'd to Death category, let's put these sons of bitches out their misery. Let's talk about, I said cock about? I don't think that was a Freudian slip. I think we're cocking out. Anyway, 4th place. Dustborn. In 4th place. That's right. That's where Dustborn belongs. And why? Because no one really expected anything of it. It just was a lolcow. That was a lolcow game. Thank you for the content, you idiot devs. In third place, come on, folks. Suicide Squad belongs right there in third place. What were you doing with this game? It's embarrassing. So bad. Yes. Yes. Suicide Squad, of course. It has had this burst. All the simps for Suicide Squad that never played the game were like this. It's doing good. People are back. Hey, suck on it, grifters. I'm like, the game just sold for $3, my friend. This is not a win. This is not a win for you. This is an L. It took $3 for, I think, 2,000 people or something finally played the game. Wow. Good job. You did a good job there. Congratulations. Good job on that. Give me my water. I'm going to choke on something. I'm going to choke on something. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, 1,200 on right now. I mean, who cares? That game is so stupid. I can't even believe it. But let's find out who the winner is between Concord and Veilguard. This, I don't even know. What are we thinking? DEI'd to death between Concord and Veilguard. Both utter failures and embarrassing. One's dead. One probably killed the franchise and probably could kill everyone. It could murder. It could kill people who work there. Let's find out the winner, shall we? Let's find out. The chat has it. It is indeed Concord. Well-deserved Concord. You did such a good job doing a bad job and giving us content. And thank you for the 115,000 view video that I got from you. I appreciate it. Thank you. We milked that game. We milked it and milked it and milked it. And that's all it was good for. It wasn't good for anything else. More people watched the content on YouTube about that game than ever set foot in that piece of garbage. Let's be honest. No one played that game. No one played that game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one played that piece of garbage. No, and they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. What happened? What's that? Yes, the next one? Yeah, we got outstanding character. What's that? What's this? Oh my goodness. I've just been handed the unannounced award. The unannounced award. Does anyone have any idea what this category is? This is... Wow. Are you kidding me? Who could win? The biggest scandal award. And it's got an arrow. Is it pointing at me? What's that? What's that signify? That's crazy. The biggest scandal. Right here in my hand. There's a winner in here or something. I don't even... I want to use the light, the ring light maybe. I can't see. These are really good envelopes. Man, we spent a lot of money on this show. Wow, that's crazy. The biggest scandal award. Right here. Let's see who it is. Wow! I agree. This is a good one. It's the Spear Chucker controversy. The Spear Chucker controversy. This was huge. This goes out to Ryan Roger Athay, known as Reality Based. Congratulations, Ryan, on your Jayward. We will send you a photo. Absolutely. Yes, this was huge. Everyone was so angry. They deleted it. It created a whole nother episode of HypnoCast. This was massive, and they tried to cancel him. It didn't work, but they did have to rip it down. Wow, a Brit. It was huge. Wow. Congratulations, Ryan. He's probably sleeping. Actually, does he sleep? I don't know. Congratulations. That's huge. Yes. Some people may not know this. You have to be really in the know to get that one, but man, what a scandal. What a phenomenon. Huge. A Grifter there. He won. Oh, Ryan. That's his first award. Congratulations. He'll be getting ready for SNH. Ooh. So he might not even know. Well, that's exciting. This is something he might find out on stream. Very, very exciting. I like that. I like it. Okay, but now, can we go on? Do we have any other surprises happening? Because tell me now, before I say this, you embarrassed me last time. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, we're good? Okay. Outstanding character is the next category. Yeah, outstanding character. It's easy to get sidetracked, okay, in this gaming space because there's so much just bad. There was some really good. And like we were really treated well at times. Let's talk about the outstanding character. Now, this isn't about a voice actor specifically or anything like that. And you will see this for sure right away. This is the embodiment of awesome, okay? This is about design, voice, the whole package, going through a campaign or multiplayer. We're talking about, wow, that character, I love them. They are so great. So let's get to outstanding character and see who the nominees are.
Our nominees for the outstanding character Jayward are Astrobot in Astrobot, Captain Titus in Space Marine 2.
Give me 2 squads. 2 squads? We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay. 6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely. Thank you. The Emperor protects.
Eve in Stellar Blade.
I'm detecting a core signal coming from below. I'm thinking we're gonna need to cut through the sewer system.
Another sewer. I'd like to avoid getting wet.
Locke's just flirting. You look and make jokes and
Tash.
maybe think about him for fun.
How'd that get in
Tom
here?
Locke.
Louis Guilbert in Metaphor Re Fantasio.
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth, the truth of reality. You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse!
Outstanding character.
Some truly incredible, inspiring, and evil characters right there. Let's talk about them right after this break. I am back. Do not worry about it. Now, it was just a little staging incident back there. I had to go deal with it. Some staging fell. It just killed a few stagehands. It's nothing to worry about. I just had to take their bodies and put them in a little wood chipper. It's all cleaned up. I didn't even get dirty. I didn't even get any on me. Whew. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, hard work is good work. You know what I'm saying? Hard work is good. Oh my goodness, yes. Let's talk about the nominees for the outstanding character. Now, first one off the bat is Astrobot, who is just freaking expertly designed, doesn't speak, turns into all sorts of different characters from PlayStation, and just really phenomenally done. The entire game is really, really cool. But Astrobot really sets it apart. Cute, and it's great for all sorts of ages. Really cool. The other one here, Captain Titus, manly, loyal, strong. I mean, if you're a man, if you're a real man, you want to be like Captain Titus, am I right? And of course, we also have Eve, who is, badass, beautiful, jiggly physics, iconic. Really pissed off people, which is just another thing that's great, right? Pissed off the modern audience. They didn't like her. So that made her even better, in my opinion. And of course, there's Louise Guilbert. I hope I said that correctly. I think I did. This is a cunning but relatable bad guy. Like, this was a really well done from Metaphor Re Fantasio. Just really, really, really cool bad guy. So, like we always talk about here, there has to be winners, and there has to be those who don't win. We won't call them losers because these are really great characters. but we will say they're fourth placers and third placers, second placers, and then a winner. So the fourth placer in Outstanding Character of the Year that's not going to get the Gaming Jayward is going to be Astrobot. Fantastic. You don't have a voice, kid. Okay, sit down. You did a good job, but in third place is going to be Eve. We really appreciate her. She's great. Really, really great character. Just overall phenomenal. But then there's Titus, Captain Titus, and of course, Louis Guilburn. If anyone hasn't watched any of the Metaphor ReFantazio, if you have not played it, definitely check it out. And of course, same thing with Space Marines 2. If you have not played through that campaign, you should. Because both these characters are phenomenal. Okay? Phenomenal. But there can only be one winner. And then a second placer. And the second placer doesn't get their name said. It doesn't. We skip it. Okay? Because they came so close, but didn't quite get it. All right, thank you. And did I see Tash in there? Who made that? Did someone really put Tash in there? Who the... I'm not crazy, right? I saw her sweeping it. Get that cleaned up next time. We got to make sure... Get people who are nominated in the nominees, okay? The Best Character Award in all video games in 2024, the Jayward goes to... Captain Titus, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, a phenomenal character, phenomenally voiced. The manliness, the just incredible job, fantastic job by Saber Interactive creating him. Well done, well deserved. I loved him. He was amazing. I loved playing that campaign because of him. Just great and loyal, and man, it just made me love Warhammer even more. And that's exactly what we want from our characters. He is the embodiment of character design. Let's be honest, when men want to play a game, they want someone like Captain Titus. He speaks to us on a very personal, deep level, talks to our lizard brain a little bit, I think, too. Man, what a great job. Fantastic. Thank you so much for making him. I love that. I loved that campaign because of Titus. Absolutely. I see the audience is just pumped, and you should be, because he was phenomenal. But with every great character comes a not good character. We've had some doozies this year. Some doozies. Okay? I mean, how could you release games with characters like this? Our next award is really, you shouldn't even get it like this. I should hand it to you like that. It should be upside down, okay? Because the next category is the worst character of the year award. The Bellends. Okay? The Bellends, if you will, of gaming. Yeah, let's just look at the nominees and see what we're up against here.
Our nominees for the worst character Jayward are Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Oh, princess. All the fun is right here.
Kay Vess, Star Wars Outlaws.
Kay, you've got it backwards.
Andy? Let's show these guys
Pax,
what we can do.
Dustborn.
We've been in some scraps, Sai and me. We've learned to combine our talents. See, we shout at these folks to block them. You know what? It's easier to explain if we just do it.
Stand down.
You stand down.
No one needs to get hurt.
You're right. So get that. Stand still. It's my time.
I'm very...
Tash, DragonAid, the Veil Guard. Ah, yes. They them belongs here.
Are you trying to have sex with me?
Wow, you know, in my daydreams, this is where you lean over me and slap the wall.
Quick, think about us having sex. So now we need to figure out if it's Cash Lock or Tom Lock.
Worst character. Like, seriously, what the fuck?
We're talking about the most insufferable pieces of garbage ever put to pen and then put into a video game. What the hell did we just witness? Those are characters, and it wasn't like spread across a decade. Those all came out, those are all in games year. That happened. That just happened. We just went through all of this. How? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just talk about them real quick. Harley Quinn. How do you make an ugly Harley Quinn? To start. And then she went girl bossing and all weird but her face, her outfits, that entire game's a disaster. But how do you do that? How do you do that to Harley? How does that exist? They even tried to make a skin like the famous Harley Quinn, right? And it still didn't even look right. It wasn't done. She doesn't even have like a woman body. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? And then, of course, we've talked about Kay Vess and her face, but Kay Vess, the personality. We're talking about stupid, bad jokes. What the fuck is with her hair? And of course her face. What are you doing? This is Star Wars. Like every Star Wars that you go through, right? You have like an iconic woman. And they were like, nah, let's not do that this time. Let's not do that. Let's make her insufferable. Pax. I know a lot of people have not watched any gameplay from Dustborn. You have done yourself a favor. Okay? This person is completely horrible, like a horrible person, and she's the good guy. The gameplay I showed, remember, she called people folks. That's because they were white. And the way she said folks was like, folks. I mean, yikes. And she hates robots and just an unlikable jerk. Oh my goodness, yeah. You don't want to see gameplay, but you kind of need to understand just how bad it can be. Now, Bolera didn't make it in. It's true. Bolera didn't make it in here. We have some questions from the audience. I can see them. Bolera didn't make it in. I found her absolutely horrible. But you could ignore her. You could not get away from Tash. Why? Because she was everywhere on the internet. She's fucking everywhere. And her scenes were horribly done. And of course, thick with DEI. Thick. She was a DEI disaster. She was born of it. Born of it. Kind of like Bane in the Darkness. We're talking about Tash, non-binary Kunari barista from California. We don't have to say any more than that, right? I mean, this was the embodiment of the game. When people made a video about Dragon Age, as soon as they found out about Tash, it was Tash's face. She was basically the icon. Is there a bad word for icon? She was the face of Dragon Age, and what a face it was. So let's start handing out these before we get into our last super chat break. And this is going to be your chance to hit a super chat if you really want to, and I highly suggest you do because we have to pay for all these things again. But in fourth place is going to be Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, the Justice League. She was hard to stomach, killed Batman, Superman, and for some reason gave a send-off to Wonder Woman. Like, it was just like so anti-man. That game, good lord. Third place is going to be Kay Vess. I really don't like you, Kay. I don't. I played that game beginning to end. It was horrible. The game was horrible. There was no part where she was likable. They tried, but whoever wrote her did not know what they were doing, probably because they were unlikable. That's my guess. But this leaves Pax, and this leaves Tash for the win. It does. The win, the lose, they're getting, again, upside down award. They're getting it upside down. I think that's the way to do it. Because, okay. In my hand is the worst character of the year award. You don't want to win this one, folks. Please, developers, do everything you can to not be nominated, but you definitely don't want to win this award. You don't. But someone's going to win it, and they're going to win it right now. This thing's not open. There we go. I mean, who didn't see this one coming? It's Tash from Dragon Age the Veilguard. A disaster in gaming, a disaster in writing, a disaster in design. A barista that doesn't look like a Kunari. The Kunaris were broken. The game was a piece of garbage. She was terrible. How can it not be Tash? How can it not be? What a mess. Tash! Congratulations, I guess? Torin, you won an award. You got first in something. It was making the worst character of the year. Ever. Like, this is the first worst character of the year ever given out. Ever. In the Gaming Jaywards, and you won it. Congratulations. What the fuck were you thinking? Stop self-inserting yourself into everything. Good lord. What a mess. What a mess. Never do that again. Oh. Jesus Christ. I've thought about this, about the order of Game of the Year or Grifter of the Year. And I've decided to ask the chat, who should be last? Which should be the last one? Should it be the Game of the Year or Grifter of the Year? Remember, Grifter of the Year is good. These are people who are actually for good, but are called grifters all the time. For Game of the Year, we're talking about the best game. Okay? The best game out of everything, everyone, everywhere. Okay? This is big. Okay, so we're looking like Game of the Year is going to be last. I agree, but I did want to ask, and just, you know what, make you think like you're making a decision, because I was going to do Game of the Year anyway. There was nothing you could do to say anything different. You were going to change my mind. But I was just accused of only having myself on a panel. And you know what? I opened it up to the chat. And since they agreed with me, that just backed up what I felt I was going to do and knew I was going to do anyway. There is no changing your mind. Once you type it, it's done. I can see when you retract messages. It doesn't matter. Overruled. We're going to do Game of the Year last, which means Grifter of the Year is now. And let me tell you, the nominees all deserve a follow. Absolutely. There's some amazing work, entertainment out there if you haven't already. And I also know that Game and Grifter both start with a G. So when you put GOTY in the chat, I can just make it whatever I want. The nominees for Grifter of the Year. Let's go.
Our nominees for the Grifter of the Year Jayward are Endymion, Hypnotic, Melanie Mack, Smash JT, Grifter of the Year.
Now, again, I just want to say that those people are basically creators like us, okay? But these are the ones that make Jaffe crash out. You know, like they cause the crash outs. They work hard as hell, man. All of them do. They buck the trends. They're always kicking media around. They don't put up with the bullshit. They fight a lot. They have a lot of people behind them too that have gravitated to them. Creators and viewers alike. They take no bullshit. And that is pretty much what makes a grifter these days, I guess. But you know what they do? You know what they all do? They all play the games. They play video games. Okay? These other people that tell you how to think, they don't play games. They don't. Okay? They don't do it at all. Now, let's talk about the people that we just saw go by. There are some legends on here. Absolutely. Now, Endymion. So, we do have Endymion here. It's good to see his Thanos glove. Hi, Endymion. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. That is really nice of him to come by. Okay. No one, I can't pan the camera. The camera's fixed, so we can't show you. That is good. He does have his Thanos glove on, which is awesome. But yeah, he dares to have connections. This is what makes him a grifter, okay? He dares to have connections in gaming and have people reach out to him to leak information. And therefore, because he makes videos out of this, he is a grifter, okay? The fact that he is constantly right and proven right doesn't have any bearing on the fact that he is grifting, okay? Clearly a grifter. It's okay, Endymion. Thank you for coming. Now, of course, we also have Hypnotic. Now, Hypnotic has a standee in the crowd. He couldn't make it, and we don't know what he looks like. So we had a standee placed in the crowd. He is here in spirit. It's sitting there. It's really nice. We had him ship it. He folded it for some reason. There's all kinds of things we had to do to like make it stand up straight, but it's here. The standee is here, and we do appreciate that. He streams daily. This is why he's a grifter. This guy streams every day on multiple channels. Okay? He plays video games. What? Why? Why is he playing games? He plays the video games he talks about. Okay? He also, get this, in his live stream, this guy makes money. People give him money. And he has a waifu battle, okay, where you have to spend money to vote over what? So that's a grift. Okay, this guy's clearly a grifter, and he makes videos about pop culture gaming as well, and is pretty much consistently called a grifter, and is right a lot, but you know what? Jaffe recently said that he was a grifter. So clearly, Jaffe, the actual grifter, must know what a grifter is, so he must be a grifter. Melanie Mack, I saw someone say gorgeous in the chat. True. But she wouldn't return any of my calls. She's not here. And clearly only a grifter wouldn't come without being paid or whatever she needed to return my calls. She's not here. I don't know where she is. And she's a woman. Okay? She's a woman and pretty. Therefore, a grifter if she's talking about anything that bucks the trend. So I think that, and also she loves Jesus. So people get really mad at that and then call her a grifter for that. So clearly grifting. Clearly. So, Melanie, thank you for not returning my calls. You're not here. But we also have Smash JT. Now, this is a guy who streams from an $18,000 sex shed. Okay? How do you pay for $18,000 sex shed without grifting? I don't think there's a way, really. He also has a website. Yeah, a website that they actually tried to shut down and did for a little bit because of the grifting, clearly. But then he uses his website and he references it in his videos. So the sex shed, I see some confusion. It has a couch. Okay, sure, he streams from it and he uses it for all his content creation, but it has a couch, clearly a sex shed. I mean, what else? Why is there a couch in there? Please, it's not even facing the television, JT. Clearly his sources are imaginary, even though he's pretty much consistently right as well. But he's just getting lucky. This is a grifter. And yeah, pretty much just huge grifter. Big time. Yeah, so that's it. That's him. He's a grifter. Let's talk about fourth place. This is a big one. Fourth place. Really respected. He does great, but the fact he's a grifter, I mean, come on, it's so true. And Endymion, what do you do at grifting clearly all the time? Just fourth place, buddy. Fourth place. You're doing great, but to be nominated as a grifter is a grift in itself, let's be honest. So good job. In third place is the Jesus-loving Melanie Mack. Check out her Bible channel. Check it out. It exists. And she also has a regular channel, Melanie Mack. Go boom. That's really where you want to go to see the grift that exists. Now, I'll take that. Yes, thank you so much. We have the winner right here. That's a quick drum. It's between Smash JT and Hypnotic. Let's get this open. Of course it is. The waifu battle puts him over the top. It is clearly Hypnotic, who is the biggest grifter of them all. 2024. I mean, what is this? This man dares to have a waifu battle? What are you thinking? You make money streaming, clearly a grift. Even though you're right all the time, congratulations, Hypnotic, on your Grifter of the Year. Jayward win. Clearly, you deserve it. You do a great job. I watch almost every single one of his streams. And yes, we will gladly take a photo. The standee is broken. Wait, someone stole it. I was going to take a photo with the standee, but clearly someone has stolen it. It was probably Steve. He's a huge fan. But yes, that really goes to the Bigot Army as well. Congratulations, though, Hypnotic, on the huge win. Well-deserved win as well. Of course, clearly. This is bringing us... Wow, this is it. Huh? Oh yeah, I should. Ooh, we have a celebration. Hold on, let me get... Thank you. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay, we got something we're going to celebrate at the end of this. This is it. This is the last award. And before we announce this whole situation, one thing I want to do is thank everyone who's come by. We've had 70 people swing through, which is amazing. I'm really happy with it. I'm glad people enjoyed it. People stuck around. People come and go, and that's to be expected in a live stream. Especially, but when you're dressed like this, how do you not stick around? Like how? But still, I do appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats and for the chatting and all that. It's been incredible. We are down to our last award. This is kind of sad. This makes me want to cry. But that's enough toxic positivity from me. Fuck that. We're going to continue on. Now, there will be a post show after this where we're going to switch, okay? We're going to switch. We're going to roll credits, and we're going to switch over to a more chill atmosphere where we can chat a little bit. Maybe we can talk about something. We're not going to have a long post show, but it's mostly going to be me drinking and crying and tearing up a lot. Enough talk to positivity. Sorry, but I pity me. So this is Game of the Year. I want to put an emphasis on this, okay, because there are other award shows out there that seem to misunderstand what a game is. This is a direct shot at you, Jeff. A Game of the Year means it's no DLC, okay? No DLC. We're talking about no remakes, no remasters. Ground up, brand new game. New content. It could be another, an IP that exists. No problem. But when you start saying, we're going to put remasters on there, we're going to put DLC, we don't do that around here. This is the Gaming Jaywards, and the last trophy is going to go to a game, a video game, that when you play it, it tells you that you're playing that game, not a DLC, okay? That game. Not a DLC you play and it says, oh, you're playing a different game, and not a remaster. Please. That is what the Jaywards are about. The Gaming Jaywards are about video games and gamers. We're not going to celebrate DLC as a game. Not around here. I feel better saying that. I was really mad about that one. But let's see who the nominees are. Are you guys ready? And don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already, and hit the hearts and the parties and the hundreds or whatever the hell those things are called. The reactions.
Game of the Year. Black Myth Wukong. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Stellar Blade. Helldivers 2. Game of the Year.
Ooh, that is some tough competition. All those were so big. I mean, huge games. Now, we got Black Myth Wukong off the bat. Okay, I mean, this thing, it's sold over 10 million copies now. Insane. Rich story, smooth combat. I mean, we're talking about the challenge was great. There's awesome bosses. There are so many bosses. The monkey, the monkey was so good. He was so cool. Helldivers 2, incredible with the group. again, this came out of nowhere. The experience, like when you're in a planet, is just awesome. Like the effects were amazing, explosions, the napalming and all that you could call down were really, really great. All sorts of enemies to kill. It was fun killing them. I mean, what a great game too. Stellar Blade, smooth as butter gameplay. The combat was so good. Eve is gorgeous. Awesome bosses, really good ones. Lots of cool finishers as well in that one too. Just really fantastic, smooth game. And the #1 seller on PlayStation, and it blew everything away on PlayStation. Just no one saw this coming. And it's solo too. Yeah, solo game, no multiplayer. I mean, it stood on its own. Same thing with Wukong there. And then, of course, we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Just a 2-tier campaign was a really cool idea that they put in there where you do one as Titus, right? You do through that whole campaign, but then there's another campaign going on at the same time on the same battlefield. You play the other side and you do that second one in multiplayer with as co-op. Also, the game had surprisingly great multiplayer. You could jump in and play versus multiplayer, and it was actually really, really good. So, like, I don't think a lot of people realize that when they got it. That's not something I was really looking for when I got it, but it was there, and I was super impressed. Really, really cool. So, yeah, so that game pretty much covered all bases, right? So let's go and let's start ranking them. Someone's going to get the last Jayward, okay? Someone's getting the last one. The others are just going to barely miss it. But you know what? In this category, after the year we had and the fights that we put up, I mean, we had the biggest wins of gamers. You saw the list there. These are the wins for gamers, right? These 4 games delivered and just were all fantastic. Fourth place is going to be Helldivers 2. Again, just such a great game. Really great. I get to play with my friends too. So good. Third place. He won Outstanding Character. The game comes in third place in Game of the Year. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Phenomenal game. All these games are phenomenal. But there can only be one winner. It's true. There can only be one winner. And it's right here in my hand. What do we think? I'm seeing BMW. Wow. BMW. I never even noticed. But we also have Stellar Blade. I mean, this is a game that I know I'm personally waiting for to get ported to PC, to play it with PC specs. I wish Sony would start doing that. And then, of course, Black Myth Wukong. Just a great game. Game of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Game of the year. The last one of the day. There's no more surprises. That's it. We had. Here we go. I don't think there's any doubt when you sell this much and you're this huge and blowing away all sorts. I mean, we got Black Myth Wukong, ladies and gentlemen. This game was phenomenal. If you have not played it, you gotta do it. Black Myth Wukong was Game of the Year in a sea of great games here for the nominations. Black Myth Wukong is going to go ahead and get the biggest gaming Jayward goes to Black Myth Wukong. Absolutely phenomenal game, and it ran so good on PC too. Like, holy crap, they made mobile games? This is a company that made mobile games? You've got to be kidding me. Yes, thank you so much. This has been the first gaming Jaywards, and it has been phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. We're going to celebrate. Yes, with a little bubbly. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a post show, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a post show, and it's gonna be a good time. Swing on, hang out for the post show. Cheers to the Gaming Jaywards 2024. It was awesome. I thank you so much for being here. We're just going to switch over a little bit. We're going to get a little more chill. I'm still keeping this on. I'm not changing. I'm looking too good tonight. I'm not changing my clothes. But you can take your phones off ringer now if you want. And let's go. The final one to the post show we go. Oh, we'll see you at the post show.